Hi stream! Welcome to the stream, everyone. I once again did not announce that I was going live before I went live, so I'm going to do all of that now. But today I have a very fun build idea that I'm excited to share, which you can probably see in the title of the stream. I'm just posting, I'm live everywhere, on Discord and Blue Sky, and on YouTube as well. All right, but the plan for today, I don't even have my game fully loaded up. I just pressed go live without thinking about it. We are going to be building some San Myshuno lofts today. I thought this would be a really fun idea to make like some industrial looking lofts. So that is the plan. I have to decide which area I want to build it in. I think we're gonna go here. Let me just evict you and then we'll bulldoze this lot. But these were originally the builds I did for Illinois, I'm pretty sure, when I did my Illinois State Series builds. I think anyway. Yeah. Cool. So I am gonna get rid of them, unfortunately. I do think they are very cute though. I'm sure I have them saved to the library, but just in case, I will save them again. In the Illinois State. Because I'm pretty sure these are uploaded to the gallery. They should be anyway. But I have a very vague idea of what I want today's build to look like. So let me... Options, delete group. Cool. Clear out the terrain, and we have a nice clean slate to work with. Let's get rid of that blur in the background, and we're gonna get started here. So I really want to build something like more industrial looking that can have lofted apartments in it. I think that would be really fun. So how that's gonna come together, I'm not entirely sure. We're just gonna experiment together. So I'm gonna start with maybe drawing out a box like this. And then I like the idea of perhaps having a little bit of a roof overhang here. And then a taller portion up there. I was thinking we could use some glass roofs in here. Maybe that would look better on the higher levels. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll figure it out. I might also look up some industrial inspiration. I want like brick buildings that are, yeah, I'm not really finding what I'm looking for by looking it up, but it'll be fine. I think we will be a-okay. It could be kind of big too if we want. I was thinking maybe on the top floor. Let me see. If we could maybe use these. That would be really pretty. We could do something like that on the front. I like the idea of it. I think these need to be a little bit taller though. Maybe we have to go up 3 levels. Let's move these up here. And then maybe downstairs is a different shape. I'm not sure. But I'm thinking maybe we have it slightly smaller on the side. Or maybe it only goes up too wide on the sides. That's a little bit smaller. Let's do that. And I also don't know if I actually want it to be this symmetrical or not. We're gonna play around. I think we will have perhaps the entrance to the building here. That's gotta be a beautiful lofted space that we want to work with though. Maybe we don't have the entrance there. I'm not sure. We just gotta experiment and it'll come together. We gotta trust the process here. Where is the trim? This one. Now I have to place down a floor for that. Yeah. Okay. Maybe also seeing it as a brick texture will help us. Which brick do I want to use? We could use one that comes with City Living. That could be pretty. I also am thinking perhaps we have these come out like this. Hi, Kimmelin. Welcome on in. How are you doing today? I think that looks kind of cool. Then we could have that side piece that I was trying to do before. And it could even have additional bump outs like that. See if we like how that looks. I think so. And then we just have Hey Nessa, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Could have this go across like this. What could I do for the roof other than like a half wall? Hi, Robin. It's so good to see you. And no worries. What if I made it taller up there? No, I don't like that. Are we feeling the industrial loft vibes with this? Is it coming across? I hope it is. Well, I'm glad you have a normal sleep schedule. I don't want you to mess it up for stream. I know you used to, so I'm glad that you're not doing that anymore as much as we miss you. Platforms, maybe? Yeah, maybe. Welcome on in, by the way. Let's see. I feel like none of these are going to be the right thing that I want. We could do like a trim of some sort, maybe. Do that on the sides. I just don't want to go across the front, unfortunately. Can I have it go in this section? I can. It kind of covers the window though. But now that I've added this in, if we make this taller, will it look less weird? The answer is yes. That looks better. Okay. Yeah, with the taller wall height, I think that works a lot better. Okay. So I still want to do that roof idea that I had in the beginning, where we're having a glass roof. I'm just not entirely sure how I want to make it work, but I like the idea of it. Would it be better if it were on this wall? I'm not sure. Put this back. We could have like part of the roof be metal and part of it be glass. You were thinking about building a loft apartment in The Sims? Well, perfect timing. You still can if you want to, but if you don't want to and you just want to download one, we're going to have something hopefully in the next couple of streams. I think this is going to take a few streams to do, but beautiful. What if we drag it out to there? Does it look weird? I can see it a little bit, but I don't think it looks that weird. I haven't done a full build in ages. That's fair. I think we're gonna have a couple of skylights up here. So let's grab the one I was thinking. This one. Granted, we have a floor up here that I didn't want. Hold on. There we go. Can do that. It's not my favorite, but it's something. Steve, thank you so much for the follow. So I'm gonna save real quick here. Okay, we're gonna get rid of all of that. There's still something I'm not quite happy with here. Like, I like the middle section. But there's like something else missing, I feel. What if we start by like adding a staircase out here? We could have different ways you enter into the different apartments. Also, this should probably be up on a foundation. Yeah. You could add 2 small gabled roofs on the front and then pull the eaves of the gabled roof over it. True. Maybe to have that there. Try this glass roof thing again. Have like this staggered thing going on this side. Ooh, what about this one? Ooh, I really like that. I wish it came in black. Does it? Kind of. That feels really industrial. Put that around the rest. And then do we like this beige that matches like the brick, or would it be better to do black? Because we could do black. With black roof trim. Yeah. And then what would this look like up here? Probably kind of weird. Yeah. Well, I mean, we could have it with a different trim. Or with a different roof pattern. I don't think I like it, though. I think I'm gonna make this like more of like a pergola. And we'll put the trim all the way around it. Make it brick. And then black trim. So it's gonna also raise these up. I just got a notification that we are 75% of our way to completing our sub goal. I don't know why I got that right now, but that's cool. Maybe these on here instead. I'm gonna have to repaint some brick, but that's okay. Oh, that didn't do it the way I wanted it to. There we go. Maybe a low fence instead. I mean, we could. So it doesn't intersect with the windows. I feel like a low fence is still gonna do that. It might not. Yeah, that works a little bit better. I just usually like the way the half walls look. Yeah, the trim is really thick. Hold on. I have a better idea. Okay. You can get the same thick trim that we had before. But what if we used the glass panels that came with Island Living? I feel like that would look kind of cool. And mimic what we have going on upstairs. Hi, Sophia. Welcome on in. Maybe we have something like this. And then we can shrink it down to put it in the other two spots. Oh, the windows disappeared here. That's odd. But I think I like how that looks. Just gotta find the windows again. Here they are. They clip ever so slightly. I guess I'll do this. That's fine. And then I would like, just to give it a little bit more shape, to like put something like that there. Let me see, is that the same length as the staircase? Not quite, but if I have it out to there, it would be. So I could potentially do that. Hi, Drastic Designer. How are you? You just saw a Christmas ad in August? I am so sorry. instead of that, we had it go all the way up top. Have this go across like that. Maybe in a concrete to make it look like an add-on. Maybe. I feel like some of those details I will figure out as we go. I'm gonna do a wall like this here. Maybe we have some of these windows in here. And have them up top too. Put that there, and then we'll get the sliding glass door from Myshuno as well. Place that down. Actually, instead of these, first off, let me place this down here. I think that works pretty nicely for the front door for that space. Can you believe we got the best windows in the game from a Myshuno collab? I know. It's really funny. What if we use some of these? They're also quite industrial, but they're smaller. This is difficult. Grab that. I think I'm gonna have this come out a little further. Yeah. I like that more. All right, let's save again. And see where we're at. So we could use some concrete in a couple of places if we wanted to. To be honest, like the whole building could even be concrete if we wanted to do that instead of brick. Or we could just use a different brick. I think the brick we're using is a little bit too textured. We could go with one of my favorite bricks. It's this one from Werewolves. Actually, no, it's not from Werewolves. It's from Realm of Magic. I do really like that brick. You like the bones of the build so far? We think it's taking shape? Okay. Let's do that there. And then it needs some sort of trim on it. Maybe just like that. Give you like a little balcony for 2 of the apartments. See, I'm still conflicted on this area because I feel like it looks like a big main entrance, and I don't really want a big main entrance. I just wanted this part to be one big unit. So, I'm not sure. It's okay to have a big main entrance. Yeah, I know it's okay to. I just didn't really want to. Fence and add it, make it a patio. It used to be the main entrance of whatever the building was before. Yeah. I guess like it probably should still be like a main entrance built to the building. Okay. We do a little bit of landscaping to see if we like it. Do some trees there, perhaps. Problem is, this would be all like not grass. Make this a little bit bigger. I'm gonna regret this later when we go to furnish it, but feels like this section should be bigger. Revamped schoolhouse where he works as a barber. It's really cool. Oh, that is cool. That's been on my to-do list for builds to do in the future is like old schoolhouse turned into something else. What if this just takes up more space? Like that. Is that okay? Okay, that's kind of cool. Looks so cool. If you pull it to either side so the glass floors align and the stairs on the sides. On either side so the glass floors align and then add the stairs on the sides. I mean, we could add stairs on the sides. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do yet. Oh, no worries. Can I fit these arched windows again over on this side? All right, let's move this in a little bit because I want it to be the same size as the front. We'll do that. And then I suppose we could do it on all 3 floors on the side. Okay. Perhaps we are getting somewhere. I like it. I think I want like a tall tree. I don't know if this is the one or not, but like something like this in this corner. Maybe a slightly smaller one next to it. Okay. I'm thinking some pipes going up the side of the building here. Like that. Would be good. Also probably gonna have a little bit of greenery. Don't know exactly how I'm gonna have that work. But I think a little bit of greenery going up the side of the building will be good. And I definitely want graffiti and like artwork. Do that for the moment. Pull it in the ceiling and the floor, 1 tile on either side of the front. Oh, I understand what you're saying. Be like this. And have stairs on either side. Like that. That could work. This side is super flat. I feel like we gotta Gotta do something on this side. I want it to be the same size though, so maybe it comes out like that. And then we can have maybe this roof over here. Yeah, I kind of liked how the glass wasn't aligned before, but I like this too. Maybe I make this actually a bigger size. It doesn't have to have the same windows on it. Like maybe 3 of these over here. Yeah. All right, let me put down like just like a concrete, I guess, for the most part here. And then I will get rid of the areas where I think we're gonna have landscaping. No, I don't want to. I want to delete the flooring under there. Okay. And then maybe that flooring. It always looks so much better once you add greenery. Yeah. I agree. Let me add this bush here. Kind of like that. It's crazy how much those 3 trees did there. Yeah, they really did a lot. I might use this fence that has the lights on it. That could look cute at night. Yeah. So I might do a little bit of trim over here. And then we need a railing, of course. Okay. We're getting there. Let me give this as our foundation. I'll have to make everything all one big room at some point, but we're getting there. I think the general shape is pretty good. Greenery and brick is a chef's kiss combo. Yeah. And then I'll probably just put a couple of windows over here. Maybe like that. I like this a lot. It's a really big building too. We're gonna be able to fit some apartments in here. I think some will be bigger than others, but all right. So first things first, let's get a door to enter into the building. And I had grabbed it before, this one. I think is the perfect thing. And maybe we get like a sign to go above it. That could be like the apartment building. Oh, I guess that could go up above too. I guess I could put that there. And then we can get something else. That's kind of cool. It's gonna block part of the view out of this window, but I think that looks pretty cool. I don't think I want it to be too grand of an entrance. Okay. I'm gonna put this fence here and delete this part. So this is gonna be a unit here. I think that's about even. No, not quite. Oh my gosh, Jessica, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. How are we doing today? Hi. My name is Tanya. I like to build in The Sims 4, and currently we are working on an industrial building we're going to turn into some lofts here in San Myshuno, and this is what we got so far. Picnic time, Jessica Vi brought dessert. I love that. That's such a cute raid message. But thank you so much. What were you up to in today's stream? Tell us all about it. Hi, Raiders. Hello. Looking good. Thank you. Welcome. Can we get a shout out for Jessica, please? Hello. I'm good, Eggy. How are you? All right, so we would want the entrance to upstairs to be past to that, right? Yeah. So this is the entrance room. It's quite big. A makeover of Don Lothario. We made Don Lothario for my save file. He turned out very well, if I do say so myself. Oh, I love that. That sounds really fun. Well, thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for the follows. Channy Cake and Ruddy Hell, it's Danny. Welcome on in, and I hope you enjoy the stream, or raid and run if you need to. I totally understand if you need to de-stream. That's totally fine, but I really appreciate it. Thanks. I think I'm gonna do a staircase like that. That'll bring you up in the hallway here. No worries, thank you for that. Okay. So that's one unit that will have an entrance to. I also want this to be a unit that has access to upstairs. Thank you for that follow, by the way. I think we'll do something like this. Yeah, it's time for Baba da Ba. It's such a pretty fence. I also have to figure out the bottom floor, what this is all going to be. I guess this can also be a unit that's just the bottom floor. And then the one above it is like lofted. I think we'll do one that's this space. And then it can have the space above it as well. I think like that. That's cute. I don't currently have specific sims in mind for this build. We're just kind of building. Oh. Thank you so much for that first time tier 1 sub. Is it Rudy or Ruddy? Let me know, but thank you so much. Welcome on in. So I think I'm just gonna put like beds to count the rooms. Yeah, can we get some hype in chat for that? Thank you so much. So that's 1 apartment, that's 2 apartment. Then we have 3, 4, 5. And they all have lofts. Okay. Ruddy like Paul Rudd. Okay. But you can call me Danny. Perfect. I will try my best to remember that. Thank you again for the sub. It really means a lot. And welcome on in. Loft apartments, you're really speaking my language. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I'm glad I'm finally doing it. Did that just mess up the ceiling? It did. Why did it have to mess up the ceiling? There we go. Okay. So the stairs into all of them. There's a giant entrance hall. And then there's 5 apartments. 2 of them are not lofts. 3 of them are lofts. And I guess if we really wanted to, we could try and like squeeze in a 6th one. If we wanted to make one of them smaller. But I don't think we do. I think they're pretty good in size. The placement of this staircase, though, is really bothering me. What if we did that instead? Oh, that means a lot to me. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I really like how this is coming out. All right, we're gonna save again because I'm saving like wild today. I want to make sure we don't miss anything or like lose anything. All right. Now let's go back to the outside and finish it up before we go to the inside. I just wanted to make sure the floor plan was good and we didn't need to change any of that up. But right now we'll get some fencing around where we're gonna have landscaping. Oh, I gotta delete the flooring over here. Beautiful. And then I feel like a tree would be really nice over here. What tree? No clue. But I like the idea of a tree over there. I might be wrong though. Let's see what else we want to add before we commit to some trees. Because I feel like there's lots of just like stuff in the community that we want to add. Like stuff that you would just see on the streets. So let's take a peek at City Living Live Edit. And see if there's anything that seems like a good idea to add here. There's lots of just buildings. And whatever this thing is. There's some cool signage though. Yeah, there's not a lot. This thing is cool. No worries, no worries. Have a great rest of your night. Sleep well. Let's look at for rent. That's kind of cute. Put that out front. I do wish it was black, but it's cute. Is that all there is for Live Edit? I would have thought there would be way more. Are any of these signs like not for food? I have a sign that could, maybe this is like telling you how much the rent and stuff is. Oh, and I wanted graffiti. I didn't do that yet. Should I add some parking spaces? Because that could be kind of cool, potentially. I would have to change the color of the pavement, though, so you could actually see. Or maybe just part of it. I don't know. We're just experimenting. That's been this whole build so far, so. Let's get some cars. Yeah. Thank you. I thought the planter was pretty cool. Let's move you here. I want to put the orange car up front. And then maybe we get like a truck over here. Maybe that's a little bit better. Very indecisive about this. Could add a tree over here. I like that. That's cute. So this one has an outside entrance, but not all of the units do, just that one. And inside, we have this big grand entrance area. I think it would be kind of cool to have... like nice stone flooring. We could just do that. That's fine. But I think we would have like a front desk. Maybe we have this over here. And there is a front desk area. Or maybe I'll make it a bar so that way it's functional. It's like something you could do. That's from the bistro kit. Would some of the other bistro stuff look good? Stairs there. We're gonna need doors into these units. I wish it wasn't white on the other side, because that would be a really good one. Ooh, what about these? I really like that. Actually, yeah. This one enters there. Those are cute. All right. Also want to grab the mailboxes, so there's a bunch of them. Where is it? These. Could I tuck them under the stairs? Or maybe we should have it closer to the front door. Put it there, and then it hides the bush. You don't have to know that it's clipping. I mean, you can see it a little bit. Let's see if I can move this out just a little bit. Yeah, that's better. I want to get some seating in here. Let's also look at Cozy Bistro because... Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Because there's the booth seating, and I feel like that could just look like nice seating. We could also actually have it as proper seating if we wanted it to. Yeah, why not? I have this here. Move this over. Maybe I just have like a little wall separating the mail area. Looks like Crust Avenue. Yeah, it kind of does. Love this apartment built so far, though. Can't wait to see how it comes out. Enjoy the rest of your stream and day. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of yours as well. What do we do? I don't know. I think just seating like that is fine. I'm gonna move everything over a little. I kind of like you first walk in and like the mail area is like a separate room. We have the same door though. I'm gonna put 2 of them, 1 on each side. There we go. Though maybe we'll get like a big archway in here instead. I think we have really wide archways now. Or I could be mistaken. It's not that wide, but we could use that one. Especially if we like put a couple other ones next to it. Do something like that. That's cute. Except now it shows off the mailboxes, so maybe we'll just do that one. All right. Let's get some trash cans in here. I think these ones would be good. Problem is I want all of this to look like super industrial, and this definitely doesn't. Well, I mean, it could because of the brick, but... Maybe we get some industrial bar stools. These ones could be cool. I like that. And then... maybe some sort of pretty plant in the corner. Put that here. Maybe some sort of seating as well. It's kind of cute. I want want like some sort of signage above the trash cans. Okay. Trash. Maybe we just do one of each of those. Yeah. I like that. And then on this side, I guess we could use the same plant because it is the lobby and it makes sense that they would probably have similar stuff going on. I'll get a nice magazine rack here. And then let's pick out some artwork to go up above. What feels industrial? Oh, I never got the graffiti outside. I probably should. What kind do I want? Actually, I don't really like how that looks. But it might look kind of cool above this couch. Especially this one. And we'll get some sort of rug. Not that one. I don't mind that one, but I don't think it's correct. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Makes me want to change the sofa, though. I wanted to use that one because it's not one I use very often, but maybe this would be better. Brings in like some of the black and white we have going on here. I'll even put the white pot on that plant. I might do the same thing over here. And then let's get some lights over the bar. I'm kind of thinking, if I can find them, the mason jar lights, these ones, would be good. Yeah, those are cool. And then should these be? No, I feel like they should be on the sides. There's just like not much going on in here. I guess there doesn't need to be a lot going on in that room. Make a smaller one of these above each of the mailboxes. Yeah, that's fine. And then kind of like a rug in here. Is there a window that's the same height as the door? Because that would be really good. I think the answer is no. Other than this giant one, which we don't want. Can I make one the right height? Kinda? Maybe a community board? Yeah, we could get that. I'm gonna grab something to put out here. Maybe these chairs. I never use these. That could be kind of fun. And then we'll get like a planter in each corner. All right. Let's look up cork boards. Get like one of these over here. And then you can get the other one on this side, I guess. Have a couple of those. All right. And then just a little bit of artwork on this wall, I think, and we should be good. Could just get that. And then upstairs hallway. Needs to match. Let's get the fence that matches that. As I put the one from businesses and hobbies everywhere else. But there is one that matches the staircase that I'm using. This one. Cute. I will get the same couch up here. Probably the same rug even. Should we even get the same artwork? Since it is like supposed to be all the same. I feel like that makes sense, at least it does to me. And then I don't know what to put on this long wall. Maybe we just repeat this mirror a few times. It's kind of fun. And then I'll move these over. And then maybe center this one. Yeah. That's cute. I think the main entrance areas are done. Let's save it. Okay. Still feel like the outside needs a little bit of something. What if we get a couple of these trees? That's not going to come through the wall, right? I don't think so. Then how many tiles back is this? 3. It's like right there. doesn't work really well with where the building is. Maybe we make it a little further back. And get another tree. This song is so nostalgic. A busking station by the front entrance. I like the idea of that. We could get a busking station. I don't know what it's called, but it's from City Living, so we'll find it. You could also probably get like a food truck or something. I think that would be really fun. Ooh, should I get some like stuff like this on the outside? I'm not sure. Some lighting that we can grab. I kind of like these. Cute. Actually, there's space to, yeah, let's add that bookcase down here. All right, but we were looking for the busking station. This. There's actually a couple different ones. This one feels more like what you would see outside. So maybe we put one of these right there. Maybe over here. Oh, food cart would be fun. So should I have like a little pathway that's like leading you? Or is that weird? I feel like it's kind of weird. Okay. Get some dirt going in these. All right. Cool, cool, cool. What is this playing? Not what we want to be playing. Okay. I'm debating on if I want to do any more today because the next thing we have is actually decorating units. And I feel like getting the exterior and the common spaces done is like a pretty good stopping point. I'm like really happy with how this is coming out. So I think we might end there for today. It looks so good. Thank you so much. Looks amazing. You guys are being too kind. Let me save it to my library. Oh, I forgot we have it backwards on the lot. That's okay. Wonder what it'll look like when it's the other way. I mean, the lighting will be bad, but it'll look kind of cool with the bridge and stuff behind it. Y'all are too kind. Thank you, thank you. Let me see who is live. Talented Queen. No. No. None of that. Let's see who's playing The Sims. A lot of people are playing The Sims. Just none of the people I normally raid. So we're probably going to raid somebody new today, which is kind of exciting. Is anyone building? It's like lots of gameplay. Oh goodness. You know what? Instead of Sims, we're gonna raid somebody I know. We're gonna, thank you for the follow, by the way. We're gonna raid Queerly B, who is currently playing Fields of Mystria. So make sure you let them know that I sent you, and I will see you over there. Let me actually raid. Oh, I'm not allowed to raid. Okay, never mind. They have their raids off. Where are we gonna go then? Alright, we're gonna actually go see Miss Lollipop Sims, who is doing a Hot Tea Legacy Challenge. So, we're gonna head on over there. And make sure you let them know that I sent you there. And I will see you probably tomorrow, where we will continue this build. Thank you all for hanging out, and sorry for how long it took me to figure out the raid situation, but I will see you all in the next one.